How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Get Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're getting it played with a little bit of a Drawn to Adventure, specifically the solo mode. This is a game I picked up before. Unfortunately, Final Frontier games, well, went the way of the dodo, I guess. Hopefully they have a way to come back, or somebody can pick up the Five Realms universe in the games. I know there was Coloma was unfulfilled, and the Sixth Realm, which I guess is no longer the Five Realms, was also not completed. So I hope that developer or whoever owns that licensing can bring it back. But either way, like most of the games in the Five Realm series, so we figured I'll just pick up these little small box games, see how I like them. I'm playing it today, though, however, because Alex did win our board game giveaway for Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. This is one of the games he showed interest in from our collection that we don't have on our culling list, so of course, culling lists. So of course we are culling for charity. Down below you can pick up a bunch of our games that we are going to be culling. I'll throw them up there first before I start throwing them up on eBay, because I probably Story Tiles just posted his about culling 36 games. I think I probably need to cull between 100 to 200 games. Better to do it for charity than throwing it up on eBay and making $5 on some of these games. But either way, I'm gonna play this. Like it or not, we're probably gonna send it off to Alex, just because again, I have too many games. So let's see how this works. There we go. So I am set up for the solo mode. So the main difference between the solo and the regular is this boss, which I'll go over in a minute. So what we're doing in Drawn to Adventure is we're going to go through 3 different maps. In those maps, we're going to go on some quests. We're going to try to complete objectives by rolling some dice. So you can see on these dice, there are specific symbols. We need to use those symbols to effectively complete a quest. Where is my starting location? There we go. To complete a quest, if we look at this one, for example, right here, there is a arrow, there is a key. So we need to complete one of those 2 options to complete the quest on this area. Once we do that, then we get the rewards. The rewards are 1 mana, and we can move in any direction. Similarly here, you have 2 symbols, which is a sword and a key. You would need to complete both of those on the same turn, or by using items that you have banked into your bag here to complete that. What we're trying to do on each map is defeat 3 of the 4 bosses. We do get 1 final round, so it is possible maybe to be able to complete 2 bosses in a single round. I don't know. We will have to see. Each boss is going to give us a certain number of points. We're going to count up all those points and then put them here, and then we go to the next map. That carries over to the next map. We do have our special player here, so our special players characters can upgrade. So again, it's supposed to be a questing RPG type of thing. So as we get the stars, so for example, you see star there, star there, star there, we're going to be able to cross all stars and make ourselves more powerful as we go through the game. It will unlock specific abilities and different things like that. And there may be a cost. So for example, here, her Wanderlust ability, I can move to any completed village, cave, or port, but it would cost me 2 of my mana potions to do that. Spaces are limited to the number that you see here. So if I store all of these mana potions and I've crossed them all off, I can't store any more. Same thing with the different dice actions. The dice can be used, of course, like I said, to complete a quest, but also you can use them for movement. So you see this little, what do they call it? I say compass, but it's actually got a real name, Wayfinder now, to go each different direction. Also, there are quests. So in these 2 villages here, we can go and pick up a quest for the village. We complete the quest by going to the designated location. In this example, it says we gotta go up here to A. When we go to A, we need to spend a book. When we do that, we get the reward that's on the back of the quest. I can only have 1 quest at a time, which is why I have it this way, and then I'll just turn it and whatnot. And of course, multiplayer, you would just take the quest card. I think that's mostly here. Let's see here. Each kingdom has different things. So here you can spend 2 question marks for a wild. You can spend a potion to get reroll 1 or 2 dice. 2 potions will allow us to flip a die. 3 potions will allow us to move any direction. When you complete a quest, also complete the cave quest. So there are caves. So if I complete, for example, this cave quest, then that's going to allow me to come all the way back down here at the bottom. And we spend 1 potion to do that. Basically, as we're teleporting through the cave. When you enter a boat quest, so there is a boat here. When we enter the boat quest, we can basically go to any of the other 2 boat locations. These don't get completed. So that's that. I think that's pretty much it. For the boss, basically what's going to happen is they have a dice priority order. So he has specific cards. They go in this specific order. That is how I've laid them out. On their turn, I always go first. They always go second. They're going to take 1 die and place it in priority order. So they want to try to take this leftmost die first. If they can't, then of course they will go down the row. On their turn, they will then cross off the particular icon. So for example, here, they will take the coin, and then for them to end the game, they would need to have the coin on both sides, or any of these rows. So a couple of these rows, like the diamond, right? You would need to have it on both sides. So 3 total diamonds will end the game for them. Yeah, that is C. Once they have completed their action, then all of these slide down. This moves to the end. It's kind of how it randomizes itself. It doesn't say you move these. That seems kind of odd, because he would do this 3 times, meaning I'd only get 3 rounds. I guess the assumption is I would beat 3 bosses in 3 rounds. I don't think that's possible. Update the boss preference queue. Let's see here. The boss signal the end of the map when they cross out the bubbles on both sides of, a skull. All right, update the boss preference queue at the end of the round when the boss took a quest die that matches one of the 2. Oh, it only happens if he takes one of the 2 leftmost. Otherwise, everything stays the same. That's why it shows here. To do this, remove the matching die preference card from the queue and slide all other die preference card as far left as possible. Then place the removed die preference card into the vacant space on the right of the queue. So we're not moving his quest cards. That seems kind of broken. I guess we'll find out. He may end the first round before I ever even get a chance to do anything. So with that's what's said. This yellow die is a bonus die. I can only take it as one of my 2 die on the on every other turn. I don't know if I have to take it. You only roll the first player bonus die. Okay, I only roll it every other round. Okay, only roll it. All right, so we'll go ahead and start. So we have the move anywhere, which I don't know if that really helps me right now. So I need to go to it. Let's go pick up this quest. So I need to, the move anywhere actually would help me because I could move there. I do have an arrow, which also would let me move down that direction. That would let me pick up the quest. But then what would I do for a second item? So I got 2 potions. I got the horseshoe. I need to get over here and beat him. So we need to move up to the left, which is the book. So he's going to take the book. So I don't want him to take the book. So I'm going to take the book. Then he's going to take the leftmost thing. Oh no, he's going to take my arrow with me. Hold on. I need my arrow. So here's the problem. This is the dilemma. If I give him the arrow, he's going to cross out 2 first-time bonus things, which is bad. If I give him the book, then I could take this and move anyways. But I don't want him to take the arrow second because that's what I need first. And you can only take the yellow die first. So I guess we are going to take the yellow die. Which means that he is going to take the book. Which means I'm going to take this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and come down here to get our quest. So we have our quest now. That was the move anywhere die. And then he's going to go, which means he's just crossing off the first bubble here. All right. And then we refresh his thing. There's no way this is going to stay put and nice and pretty like I had it. It's just not possible. All right. And then back to me. So then I'm going to use the arrow to go up here to the cave. And to complete this, I don't think it's if the first person there. I think I have to complete that quest. Early bird bonus. Any rewards I have the symbol are only earned for the first players to complete the associated quest at the end of a round. Yeah, so I would need quest B to get that. So currently I do not have quest B. I have quest A. So that is it. That is a round. All right. So now we're going to go round 2. All right. So I do not want him to get the key. Luckily, there's no key because again, that's just crazy. That's the end game. I guess they figure, oh, you have an easy way to combat that one because it's the first one. All right. So we want to go down here. I need a key. I don't have a key. Oh, but I can do it in 2 separate turns. So that's fine. So we need to move down to the left. I cannot move down to the left. What do I do? I could bank the book, so then I'd have it when I go down there. But I need to move, and I don't have a way to move. What else do I want to bank? Let's see, what would he get? We'd do the arrow, that doesn't exist. He would get the potions, which would cross off 2 quest objectives. Which isn't the end of the world. Because this doesn't impact his card. So maybe I let him do that. And then it doesn't cycle anything. So maybe I let him have the potions. How many maps in the game? There are 6 total maps, but you have to play 3 per game. So, the horseshoe. Do I need a horseshoe for any? I do need a horseshoe for this one and this one. So I think I'm going to be banking for the bosses. So let's take this. He's going to take the potions, and I'm going to take the horseshoe. All right. I'm just going to bank both of mine. So we're going to bank both of those. And then he is going to cross off 2 rewards, any 2 rewards. This gets a coin. Oh no, this gets a... I don't know what this random question mark symbol is. Oh, reserve. You get a reserve ability. Any reserve ability. This gets a potion. This is the one I'm working on. Definitely not going to cross that one off. So let's see. We've got potion. Potion. Move anywhere. Guess let's get rid of... We'll have him cross that off. And we'll have him cross off... guessing the potions. I'm going to go up to this ball, so I don't think I want to do that one. It's maybe this boss. Yeah. All right. Because that was not one of the first 2, his cards do not cycle. They stay where they are. All right. All right. Ooh, 4 potions. That's a lot of potions. All right. I need to move left, so I do need to take that. I have to take that. There is a key is the problem. Here's the problem. He's going to take what I need. So he's going to take what I need. I don't want him to get the key because that accelerates him winning or ending this game. I hate to take the key because I don't need it right now. And then he'll take my movement. He'll take my movement. If I don't go down here, say I go somewhere else for now, maybe go up and try to do the quest, I could use the book, but the key doesn't help me with the book. The key would help me over here. I would need the sword. I could complete that, which then allows me to move anywhere and get a potion, which I could go back over here. I did bank a horseshoe. And I used the sword. The key and the sword would complete that. Or do I just let him have it so I can complete that castle? I need to complete the bosses. I need to complete the boss. I think I have to. I think I have to let him have that. Yeah, so we're going to take the movement, which means he's going to take the key. And then I have a book, but I have a book in here I could use instead of having to do a book. All right. And the yellow comes out. I don't use that next time. Okay, so we're going to use this to move down here. I'm gonna use the book. Oh no, hang on. I needed a key. Sorry. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Hang on. Go back. I forgot. I need a book and a key to complete that. I have a book, but I don't have a key. He's gonna take the key. Actually, that doesn't. No matter what, it's gonna take 2 turns to complete that. All right. Yeah, we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. But now I either use my bank book or I bank a sword. Actually, hang on. I don't need to take that first. Let's just go ahead and bank 4 potions, and then we'll take this. So I can't complete it on 1 turn. All right. So we're going to bank 4 potions. I got to remember that I have these potion skills. I can use 2 of any dice to be basically 2 of the same dice to be a wild die. All right, so I did the potions, and then we'll use this to move. Yeah, and then he's going to do that, which is this one. So if he gets this one more time, it's basically game over, which means I don't higher visibility to meeples. Whoa! Yellow? That's better. Yellow's better. There we go. I'm not playing the yellow character, but solo who cares, right? Yeah, that's just... So I can't, whatever the case is, I can't let him do this again. Yeah, I can't let him do that again. All right. All right. So I need a key. I have a key, but then that will make him take this. If I take this first, or he can't, because I can't let him take this. So I have to take this. It's nothing else I could do. He is not going to take the key because that's at the end. And there's 2 keys. So technically, we're good. He's not going to take he's going to take the sword. And then I'm going to take the other key. All right. So now we have a key for this. And we have our book for this. So we have now completed this. we now have one boss finished, which gives us 1 coin. And then I get 1 gold. And then I get 1 star. So I can gain a potion every time I draft a horseshoe. I can use a plus ability, which I haven't unlocked any, whenever I complete a quest. I can move to any space with 2 potions. Bardic Inspiration, discard a completed side quest card to complete any one non-boss quest. So I could discard a quest to then complete another quest. So what it means by that is the board, each location is considered a quest. I don't know if the stuff on the, what's the good stuff on the back of this? In shadows cast upon the lands beyond the sea, good fortune lies at your feet. A fable passed down by generations or something more. I think the move anywhere is my best bet. So we're going to go with move anywhere. All right. And he's going to go, which means he's crossing off 2 more rewards. So we'll cross off that one. And oh no, that's where my quest is. I shouldn't cross off where my quest is. I'm gonna go complete that quest. I'll cross off this one. Yeah, it kind of sucks. So I lost a lot of bonuses. Now, if he cannot cross off both on my board, then he crosses off nothing. These ones are really bad because he crosses off my stored items and my mana potions. All right, so then I have this, which I can't use here where I am, because I can't move anymore that direction. So I can either store the arrow, or I can flip it to the sword, and I'll need the sword up here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So we're going to spend 2 potions to flip it to the sword, and we're going to store that sword. We're going to put that sword in our backpack. Will you ever spend the coins in gold? If so, X may not be the best way to mark them now. No, this is for points. So at the end of the game, I calculate all of my treasure to get my total points. Or at the end of this map, I should say. At the end of the map, I'll do that. All right. Now, this is supposed to take, it says almost 90 minutes. I'm wondering in a higher player count how much, because you're supposed to let each person go one at a time instead of simultaneous, just because of these first person getting there objectives. All right, so there are 2 swords. I'll move anywhere, and that. All right, he cannot get this. That doesn't exist. This does, which means he would just get some gold, which is not the end of the world, so I don't mind him getting that. Question is, do I have a move to go north? I do not have. I have a move to go north if I take this one, but I have this as a freebie. So yeah, let's just do that. He's going to take that, which I don't care. And then I can get a sword or a book. Sword or a book. So I'm going to go up here to the horseshoe. I have a horseshoe, so technically I can complete that. It'll get me another coin and a potion. Sword lets me move here, which would need an arrow, which I don't have. I was kind of saving that horseshoe for the bosses. I want to bank a second sword. Okay, what about the book? Where's the book? Book lets me go that way. So I could do this. I could use the move anywhere to go here. I could use my bank sword to go here. And then I could use the book to go here. It'd put me on my quest for the following turn. And then I would just need a sword. The rewards are the same, so I think that's the better bet, right? That's what I want to do. So we need the book. The book. All right, so we're going to use our move anywhere. Go here. We're going to use our bank sword. I hate to use my bank sword, but bank sword to move here. We're going to use our book to move there. Before I did all that, I should have given him, he should have taken his turn, sorry. So, and that's only the first two, and that's what the arrows mean down there, the first two. If that happens, then you move them all down. All right, so that wasn't too bad of a turn. All right, so I am here. I have to complete this quest, I have to do this, which is actually a book to complete it. To complete this area, I need a sword. I don't necessarily need to complete this area, but it does give me a coin, and treasure is important. So, all right, so I need a book for me. I don't want him to get the arrow, which means I'm forced to take the arrow. I either have to take the arrow, or I need to re-roll that so he doesn't get the arrow. Do I want to re-roll that? I could also spin 2 to flip it, to make it a sword. Sword would give him more gold, which is okay. I need a sword, and I need a book. Yeah, so I think I'm going to spin the 2 to flip that to a sword, because I don't want him to take the arrow, and I don't want the arrow. So there's just 2 of my mana. So I'm going to take a sword. He's going to take a sword. I'm going to take a book. So use my first one to complete this. So there is the book. So you climb a ridge at the edge of the sea as sun begins to rise. When you notice your shadow cast upon the distant shore, you pull out your shovel. Ooh. So we got 2 stars. So let's go ahead and complete that, and complete that. And then we get, I was only 1 star. And then for my 2nd star, I like this bardic inspiration. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we got a gem. We got a gem. So there we go. And then we'll turn this sideways to show that I do not have any active quests. That was a good turn. Yeah, that was a much better thing to do. And then we're going to go ahead. He's going to do his, which is another one of those. Yeah. There we go. Then I used my sword to complete this one. So we completed that. Oh yeah, and because I was the first one to complete the quest here, I'm kind of confused about that. Oh, because I completed that square. Sorry, to complete the quest here is to complete this quest, not the A quest. Sorry, I misstated that earlier. So I do get another potion. And then I get a coin. Those are my rewards. All right, yellow die comes back. If you use the book, are you a chicken? Book. Or is that only the book? Something like that. All right, so we have. All right, we don't want him to take the horseshoe again. I don't mind too much, but that would put him close. I need to go this way, which is actually the horseshoe. I do have the move anywhere. So if I did this, he'll take this. I can't let him take that. So again, I'm forced to flip that. I could re-roll. 1 potion is a re-roll. I can re-roll any 1 or 2 dice. I prefer a horseshoe over this, because this ends the game. I'd get 1 more round, which means I'm not getting another boss. So, and I don't really want to take that. I'm fine with taking this because I can move down here, complete this, and move up here. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to Can we roll any 2 dice? My odds are better if we do, right? Because I need a sword. Or no, I need an arrow. So what's on the opposite side of the arrow? A sword. So I technically need a sword. And then I need to be able to flip the sword to an arrow once I have it. Oh, there we go. I was looking at it. I was looking at the board to figure out what was going on. Because if I get to move anywhere, and then this I can get a sword, so I can roll any 2. It really doesn't matter. The odds are what they are. So we're going to take all these out. So we're going to spend 1 to re-roll 2. Just 2 keys. That's not ideal. Although I could take 2 keys, which counts as a wild, but I don't have a way to move, right? I'd need 3 potions to move. I don't have 3 potions to move. If I do the move anywhere, I could get a key, which would unlock the port, which would allow me to go to C or D, which only helps me if I have that quest. What's the next quest? Next quest is C, but I have to come down here to pick it up. So I almost feel like this is going to be 1 playthrough. I'm going to have to do 3 more playthroughs of this because I don't think I'm going to get all 3 maps done. It's taken about 30 minutes a map, over 30 minutes a map. I'm going at 35 minutes now. There's just so much thinking to figure out what you want to do to optimize your move. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and unlock the ports. We're going to take the move anywhere. Then he's going to take the book, which actually doesn't affect me because there's not 2 for him to cross off anymore, and I'm going to take the key. All right, so we're going to do the move anywhere to go here. We're going to use the key to complete this square, and then when you enter the boat quest, you may immediately move to any quest. Quest never considered complete. You're not yet. So we've completed this, which means now we could move to either of those. But I need to go down here. So I do have my Wanderlust. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Wanderlust. By using my Wanderlust, I move to any completed village, cave, or port. Oh, I should have gotten 2 potions here too, because that second star, this star unlocked that, then the second star would have let me do that. Hang on, let me double check my put it on the table. Trying to, like, I'd have to zoom out again. Leveling up. I think I missed something with leveling up. This is the hard part. After both stars next to a power are crossed out, the power is considered unlocked for remainder game. To denote this, cross out the corresponding star next to the name. We did that. Then cross off the leftmost star on the top. It's a bonus. Bonus. After unlocking a bonus, each time you gain a star, you may gain 1 circle bonus instead of... Okay. So it just means if I get another star, I can do this instead of that. I was trying to see. All right. We're going to go ahead and use my Wanderlust. So we're going to use both of those to go back down to the town so we can pick up our quest. Now, we can actually go to the port with her Wanderlust too. So we can actually get back up there and then go to there. Or we can just move twice. I guess it doesn't matter. Either way. Yeah. I forgot to do him the whole time, but it doesn't matter. And we use the white die, yellow die this time. Because he needs to cross out 2. And there aren't 2. And it says if he can't cross out 2. Oops, actually, I'm sorry. I want to make sure I cross these 2 out to show that I did that. If you can't cross out 2, it says don't cross out any. Yeah. And then it says we can't cross out anything, then we cross out that. So that's another trigger, another in-game trigger. So that would look like. So, if you fit the whole dice tray, then yes, you'd have to zoom out. I was thinking take the 5 dice out of the tray. Oh, after they're rolled. Oh, yeah, that'll work. I can do that. That's fine. Yeah. Total space is just a bit of a gray table. Yeah. All right. I think that's all we can do. And it was this one, so we don't move. All right, so we have horseshoe. All right, so I need to get back up here. I can do the 2 potions. Don't mind him taking the horseshoe. I need a key. Yeah, that'll work. I do the 2 potions and the key. I can go here. That'll put me there, and then I can complete that quest as well. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna take the. It doesn't matter which one I take first because he's not gonna take either. And take that. He's gonna take. I'm still good on this, right? Yep. This will be the last time I can let him take the second item, and then I'm gonna take the key. All right. So we do the 2 potions. We spin the 2 potions to go to the port, and then once we're at the port, it can automatically put us there. And we're going to spend our key to complete the sailor's statue. Reward. A sailor you befriended on your ship recognizes the figure as a work of his great-grandfather. The key passed down by his family fits the lock. So we get 2 rewards and 2 coins. 2 stars. All right, so I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do 1 star here, because that'll do there. That'll do there, which gives me that. I think for my 2nd star, I'm going to do these are infinite. There's a little infinity symbol there. I think I'm going to do the 2 potions instead of unlocking something else here. Yeah. I forgot. My completed side quest cards, I need to keep them because I can use them for my Bardic Inspiration. I forgot about that. Oh no, I just unlocked Bardic Inspiration, so I didn't forget about that. I just didn't have it before. All right, so there are 2 more potions. All right. And we don't have this anymore because we just completed it. Bandits beware. Yeah, Mr. Bandit Captain, beware. All right, his turn. He's going to get 1 more gold. All right, we need to go after this. So we want to go in there, get that other boss. I'm not sure how many quests is a good number of quests to complete. All right. All right. So let's not try to do all 5 wheel and then mess them up. All right, so we have book. All right, so he cannot get the book. I have to take the book. Yeah, I have to take the book. He can't get the book. I can, of course, change it. I have the ability to change it here. Now, these, I don't know if you're supposed to do these before you draft the die or after you draft the die. Because that could make a difference in multi. In solo, it doesn't make a difference, right? Common special powers. The start player bonus like... Okay, so it is what I take. So earlier I cheated. Earlier I would have needed to take that die and then re-roll it. So it is what you take. You do that. So that was me cheating earlier. Although I would have just taken it and rolled it and got pretty much the same thing, right? Because it was just a bunch of keys. All right. So I take that. He is going to take the key, which is good because that does not impact me. I did not do the... So this one here, I didn't go over. The +2 means you get 2 of whatever other dice. But I can't take this one because you have to take that first. So I need the, what do I need? I need to go that way. I've got the book. Actually, the book was perfect because the book is going to move me. So I need a sword and a key. So we will do the sword, and we're going to have to bank the sword. Because in this one, because they're a combined box, you need to do them both at the same time. All right, so we're going to use our book to go here. We're going to use our sword. And this is the only sword, this is our last sword we can bank, so let's hope for a key on the next round. All right, and then he's going to try to cross off two. There aren't two for him to cross off, so he's going to get that one. All right, here we go. My future playthroughs will probably go a little bit quicker because you got to get through the rigmarole of the pacing, right? All right, so he cannot take this. He cannot take this. So I'm kind of forced to take the book again. Then he is going to take the potions. Ooh, that's not good. And then that's a book. That's an arrow. Either one of those are a key. Just to flip. Flip only costs 2. Reroll costs 1. So it really doesn't matter which one. I can't. Well, I could use this sword. No, I can't. I can't use the sword. And I'm going to be banking the book. Unless I reroll both. I'll probably just reroll both. So it really doesn't matter what I take. Let's just take both. All right, we're going to reroll. Sword and a horseshoe. So did not help me. And I cannot bank another sword. So that sucks. I could reroll again. And let's reroll again. Here, let's reroll it in the dice tray. Maybe I need the extra life. Sword and a horseshoe again. Actually, hang on. Before I did, well, I only had 1 potion left. Yeah, it was no. The key isn't on the other side of those either. Dang it. So that got the exact same thing twice in a row. So this sword is basically a waste. Can't do anything with that one. And then the horseshoe, I can bank the horseshoe. That sucks. And he's going to get 1 gem. And that's weird that the gem, I feel like something on him's misprinted. I feel like this should not be 3. I feel the gem should be 3. Because see, like, that's all the way down here, right? I feel like this is misprinted. Let me check the other side. No, he's same thing. It's way down here on the end. See, here's what I'm talking about. But, like, that's F. I don't know what letters these are because I got them covered up. This is C, which would be here, right? Oh, his if you can't cross anything off is only 2. Okay. So there are 2, just for completeness sakes, there are 2 of each tier, each level, and then there's 2 of each boss per level, right? And all that's random, right? So you roll random to figure out where you're going, then you roll random to figure out who you're going to go against. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. All right, so we got the +2, which doesn't help me. All right, so I have to take the book again. I keep being forced to take this stupid book, which means can't do that. Which means he is taking, I think the potions, yeah, the potions are what I need. And I can't bank another horseshoe, and I can't bank another sword. And I can't re-roll. I have no dice to re-roll. Oh, there's 2 sets of skulls. Why are there 2 sets of skulls? Am I thinking wrong? Am I thinking this is where it needs to be this second skull? Or the balls can signal the end of the map when they crossed out the bubbles on both sides of a skull icon. But why are there 2 skull icons? Like, why? Oh, hang on. It means that. So actually, it was game over. This is our last round, because when he did this, that was the end of game trigger. See, because I didn't realize that there are actually dotted lines connecting these two things. So that one round when I said, oh, he can have a key, I shouldn't have let him take the key, because that gave him this. So, all right, well, we'll say he ended it. This round just doesn't matter, because it would have been ended at the end of that last round, because I didn't realize that had occurred. Okay, so that makes more sense. I was thinking this above it was what it was talking about. So, for example, this one, I could have just kept letting him do that, because the in-game trigger was way down here. So I messed that one up. Total number of characters is 4 characters, and then, yeah, like I said, six bosses, because they're double-sided. Well, 1 for each tier. All right, so we'll just go with that. That's what we're gonna have to go with. So, my reward cards don't do me any good. All right, so what do we get? So we get 3. This is probably gonna be a very bad score that we're gonna carry over into the next round. 2, 5, yeah, 3, 5. No, it's 5 and 5, so 10. 10 treasure. 10 treasure is all we're taking into the next round. The boss, it's too far away, I can't see. The boss gets 7 and 6, 13, 17, 26. Woo! That hurts. So we lost. What happens if we lost? Oh, I have to sum all the bosses up. All right, so we'll do that one. I guess I'll set these up for next week to do future playthroughs for the other 2. If I go quicker on the next one, maybe I'll get 2 done in one time. Also, now that I know I really screwed up, I should have just kept letting him get those ones. I was stopping him from getting those ones. How's score impact? It's not. It's a running tally, right? So we go on 3 adventures, and then whoever has the highest score at the end of the 3 adventures wins. So either me or the boss. The boss trounced me because I don't think I get points anywhere else. Right? It's just my treasures. Yeah, if you complete all of them, then you get 24, 16. Yeah, if I would have realized that, then I probably, instead of going here, I probably should have gone like here real quick, like somewhere else real quick if I would have realized it was my last turn. So here, we're going to say this. If I realized that would have been, I would have gotten one more turn, I probably would not have stayed there. I probably would have moved here, right? And I would have discarded one of my quests using my bardic and a key. Oh no, I needed a key. So I wouldn't have been able to do that, because that was the whole reason I couldn't complete that, is I couldn't find a key. So, yep, there we go. All right, I'm going to do my first impressions. There you go, first impressions. So the first thing is components. The components are good. Dry erase markers, everything is pretty clear to understand. I mean, I guess the only thing that was kind of confusing is, again, solo is an add-on. It's in the back of the book. It would have been nice. Oh, thank you, Norton, for giving me my my report. Oh, they quarantined 3 things. Don't know what they quarantined. But yeah, I wish they would have done an example of the boss card that wasn't explained in the rule book of what it meant by on both sides of the skull. Now that I'm like looking at it, I can see that there's a dotted line. So that would have been nice if it was a little bit clearer, because I did kind of mess up my entire playthrough. The second one was, there was something else in the rules that wasn't clear, right? And I had to figure out. But I mean, otherwise, it's a simple game. The rules are pretty clear, and what you need to do for that. The scoring is pretty understandable once you do it. Dry erase markers are good. The markers still work. I don't know how old these markers are, but they still work. That's always a good thing. But yeah, linen finish. These are nice quality cards. I have no problem with the components other than the minor gripes I had. The mechanics. So it's like any other roll and write, right? You're going to roll some dice. You're going to try to figure out what items you can do. So then you can make your combos so you can do them later. I like that you get to store some items. It does have you have a limited backpack size. So that's kind of, not to say neat or interesting, but it's unique in that aspect that, okay, you're banking these so you can use them later, which helps keep it thematic that I'm going on an adventure. And I'm going to put these things in my backpack so I can use them later. You got the level progression, which is neat. Again, keeps that RPG-esque feel of, okay, I've got a character. I'm going to make the character better. They're going to do more and more things in the future games. The movement is nice. It's multi-use dice, right? You use the dice to move, or you use the dice for the actual function. 2021 games, maybe 5 years. Yeah, these might be 5-year-old markers, but they're still working. That's a good thing, because I forget what Roll and Write I played the other week, and it was a newer one, and one of the markers still didn't work. But again, these are those generic cheap markers. It actually just says Drawn to Adventure on it. Yeah, so I like all that. I like the concept of going through and, okay, I got to get these as many points as I can, or as much treasure as I can before the next round, so that way I can carry that over. Right now I'm already in a deficit of 16, so hopefully I can do much better than the bot on the next one. The bot's mechanics are pretty straightforward, very easy to manage. I was thinking, oh man, he's just going to keep getting certain things, but now understanding how those tracks work, it makes sense that he can get those for a long time. Although this was kind of the downfall for me is, and this is a weird one. So it says if he cannot cross off anything in a row, then you cross off that X, right? The problem is if he couldn't cross off any of the metals, right? Any of the jewels and stuff, that would have ended the game anyways, because the gems have 2 marks. Let me make sure I did my scoring right. Yeah, it's got to be the unmarked. Now for him, I'm kind of confused. Oh, you would circle the last one. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, because the game would have ended before I ever would have started crossing off the top ones. But at the same time, even say I didn't do the cross off the top ones, I was already at 3 in the gold track. And if I had done the silver track all the way up, then I would have already hit that 3 as well. So it would have been an in-game on that turn that I got that extra gold that one turn. Yeah, very, very, very neat and interesting. We'll have to see how that goes on the second one. Bot is kind of mean. You had to keep taking dice symbols to stop the bot. Yeah, that's one of the unfortunatenesses. And I would imagine that's very similar in multiplayer. Again, I'm playing solo, but I'd imagine in multiplayer, a lot of people say these are multiplayer solitaire, right? You're just looking down and whatnot. But because you're drafting the dice, you do have that possibility that somebody takes the dice you want. But at the same time, if you're the first player, you have to weigh that. For example, do I want to take this, or let me look at the other people playing and see, okay, where are they going? What do they need to complete their side quest? What do they need to complete their main quest? Do I take a die to stop them, right? So you have that same aspect with the bot that you would probably have in a regular multiplayer game. So I think it's a neat way to implement it. I don't know, like, I don't know how it feels in comparison, right? Because I know a lot of times in regular roll and write games, people aren't looking at other people's cards. And I do feel like the bot accelerates the end game compared to probably regular multiplayer, because I didn't even get 2 bosses done before he would have been able to complete or end the game in like 2 different methods right now. Whereas in multiplayer, I think you'd have a better chance of getting multiple bosses done before the end game trigger, right? Everybody would probably have that. Multiplayer, when another player takes the die, it likely won't end the game. Yeah. So basically what I was just saying, David, same thing, right? It basically probably would not end the game if they did happen to take a die, unless, again, you're blocking them from completing their 3rd boss. Now, then, yeah, that would definitely be a trigger. Difficulty. I don't find this as a whole is not difficult. It's like any of the other roll and writes. And if you look at, for example, I played Motor City roll and write, very similar, get different things. The bot was very similar, kind of took things from you, but this is much easier than that, right? I don't even know. It says 14 plus, but that's probably so that the kids don't eat the meeples. Don't eat the meeples, kid. So yeah, I don't find the difficulty too hard on this one. Fun at 2, don't know, didn't play it at 2. I think this would be a fun game at 2. But fun at 1, I think it's a good solo game, right? You're going on your own little adventure. And even if you didn't want to do all 3 kingdoms, say you didn't want to do all 3 kingdoms, right? Just doing this one little kingdom, just going through one little quest to see if you can beat the bot, actually was kind of fun, right? And interesting in itself. And that kind of leads into the theme. I felt like I was being the character, and that's very weird to say with a roll and write. But I did feel like, oh, I was going on this adventure, I was going on these quests, I'm collecting different things and loot, and like, it's not a big dungeon crawler feel, it's not a big epic feel, but I do feel like I was being a little adventurer going on my quests and completing them with the different materials and things I gained while questing. So I felt like that was kind of thematic. The Micho art, or the Miko, whichever way you want to say it, is always a draw. I like his art, even as weird as sometimes it is. But any game that usually has his art, I'm going to back, or I'm going to get to at least try it out, see how it is. And so that also helps with the theme, right? The characters that he draws, because of course they didn't have to put, you know, characters on these, right? From the 5 realms, but they did. The areas you're going to are supposed to be areas in the 5 realms. So I don't know if there's like a map and you could like line this map up to it. But you do have the Human Kingdom, the Dwarf Kingdom. What else we got? We have the Trobit Kingdom, the Halfling Kingdom, the Green Elf Kingdom, and the regular Elf Kingdom. So those are the different kingdoms, as it were. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's everything for today. Yellow Snow or Yellow Meeple, eat 0, 1, or 2. Neither. We're not eating any of it. We're not eating it. It's like I said, that one guy on Instagram, he did cake or board game, right? And he actually got into it and then ate the board game piece. Yesterday, I saw another one of his videos pop up. It was he was doing Star Wars Unlimited pack, opening packs. And it was like when you need that dopamine hit and he didn't have any more packs. So he grabs a pack of cheese and he's just kind of going through the cheese. It's stupid. I try to stay off of social media regular social media as much as possible. I catch them when I upload my pictures to Instagram. So anyway, if you want to see pictures I upload to Instagram, which is basically the games I play and the minis I paint, go subscribe, or not subscribe, go follow me over there. I don't think it's subscribe. I think it's follow. But otherwise, you can subscribe here. Then you can watch these gameplays. I will bring this back. I think I do want to finish all 3, so we'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't take me as long. Tonight is painting minis. So I did post that, David. So if you wanna go and click the notify me, the painting minis for Marvel United is up. We're gonna try to get the Brotherhood painted. So I'm definitely painting the Brotherhood. I'm gonna do Phantom X last because he's just white. And if I don't get him done in time, I do want to get Weapon X and Mohawk Storm done. So we can at least use them, and I'll just switch out the third person with somebody else. Or I'll use the white primed Phantom X, because technically he's white. So it's not much different except for a couple small black lines on him. Yeah, that's tonight. Tomorrow night is Zombicide Black Plague painting. I'll finish up our 3. We got 3 heroes, and we've got a whole bunch of basing, so that's going to be the basing will be kind of boring, but first couple hours of me painting the heroes will be fun, I guess. And then I don't have Monday scheduled, Tuesday. I don't have nothing scheduled for next week yet. I pulled Tallywood Rally, which is another game in the 9 Realms. It's another small box game. I was debating playing that. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll do this on Monday, Wednesday, and I'll do Tallywood on Friday. I also have some games that got delivered, DNA, Synthesis. Those came in. For the nighttime stream, well, I guess it'd be Black Plague, right? Because if I get those minis painted, we're definitely playing Black Plague next week. And I do have a prototype coming in. They emailed me. Let me see. Do they want it before? Anytime between June 10th and 12th. Okay, so I'm not going to be playing this game until June 10th or 12th. so we won't be playing that next week. Maybe Stone Saga. Maybe Stone Saga. It's horrible if you remove the bases from minifigs. It's debasing. Yeah, the I do have games. Now you mentioned debasing. Um, but I do have some sci-fi bases I bought online from a seller, 3D printing seller. And I do think I bought them for my Starcadia Quest minis because I bought them in bigger sizes so they'll fit the bosses and stuff. So I am debating if I want to do that. That in itself will probably be an entire project to get them all cut off because I do want to play Starcadia Quest. I want to bring that back to the channel, and again, everything needs to be painted. So it's very possible on the next painting cycle that I'll be painting Starcadia Quest. I don't know what I'll paint next Saturday. Next Friday would be My City with Audrey in the evening stream, so I won't be painting then. So maybe that Saturday I'll do Marvel United, so we can have Marvel United that following week. And that means in the following week, I would probably have to do both nights Starcadia because I would need to paint the 2 heroes and then all of the baddies. That would be for whatever mission we decide to go on. And I think on average, there's a lot of baddies. Luckily, they're like all usually like one color with just a couple extra details. But have to see. Have to see. What do I do for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday? Oh, that's easy. Tuesday, I got my whole week scheduled. Tuesday is Marvel United, and Thursday would be more Aang's Destiny. And I can't find any house rules. Like everybody online seems to say it's like really easy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong with Aang's Destiny. So we will play that. I don't think I'm going to play 3-handed. I think we'll just keep going 2-handed. Worst case, and I think this is what I'll do because I mentioned it probably during the second gameplay, is I'll probably adjust their health based on player count, right? So if it says it's 5, basically it'd be the number, so 4 player, if it's 5, it'd be +1. The 7 would be 4 + 2. So I would say that the base level would be, say on a 5 would be 1. So it'd be 1 plus the number of players, so it'd be like 3. So basically just -2. There, that's easier math, right? -2 because we're not playing with 2 of the players. And see if that helps. Maybe that's what I'll try next Thursday. That is that. This went over an hour because of all my rambling, but hey, I'm rambling at the end of the thing to talk to chat because, you know, sometimes I miss you guys in the chat. If you guys want to, again, watch any of those videos I just mentioned, click the notify me. That way YouTube says, hey, Will went live. Go check out Will, see what he's doing. Yeah, that's that. I gotta go get lunch. It's 1 o'clock. So until next time, guys. Peace.